All right, we are streaming. 3, 2, 1. Just make sure YouTube's going. Looks like it is. Excellent connection. Welcome, everyone. Which camera I got on right now? What's up? What's going on? Go ahead and switch over. Hope everyone's doing well. Today is a fine, mighty fine. I'm like, is it Tuesday or Wednesday? It's Wednesday. Okay. It's a mighty fine Wednesday, May 8th. Hope everyone is good. We're going to go through a student request. All right. So it's this Muhammad Ali section. I think I already got started on some of the aspects. I think my first attempt, I was trying to get the clip. So we're shooting in, was it 9:16? So it's a mobile format, and I'm trying to keep in mind, well, maybe I just take the original dimensions of the image. And I think the image is like a little over 2,000 pixels. So it's a little expanded. And so when we put it in that vertical format, hopefully I have a little bit more room. So I'll show you the example, but I do want to make sure that I have everything in order in terms of what I'm trying to accomplish here. So I'll go ahead and give you a sneak peek of what we're doing, and then we'll move forward. So this is what we're doing. I'm just working on this one scene. We'll see how fast that I can do it, because I'm not trying to be on longer than an hour. I'm trying to kind of knock this out, and then on the next stream we'll do like Bart VFX. So let's start here. All right. So here's the example. So we have like the talent, and all of these layers are kind of rising up. It's kind of like this rubber band metal spring back effect. I really don't know what to call it. But you see the elements are coming in. We have the audience flipping in. We have the environment coming in. We have some added things, which I think this editor did a great job. He added some lights to kind of give a little bit of depth, more perception, because if you see in the original, it's not there. So that is something that you might want to, we would have to add at some point. But I don't know if I'll get that far. But I'm just trying to get the motion down as far as how the camera is moving. So we'll be playing with the puppet pen tool, and then making sure that we kind of get something like this. So it's as if it's moving in a 3D space, right? Okay, so that's what we're trying to accomplish today. And then everything comes out. You see, everything kind of flips out into this next scene. So it's a bit ambitious, but we'll see how far we get. All right. So in this case, I'm going to see if I can, for one, start getting some of this out. You need to change the video resolution. What? Why is that? Oh, man is here again to get the 1% better today. Yeah, man. Of course. Thanks for coming back. Okay, you need to change the video resolution. It's not supported. See, that's interesting, because now they're saying that I can't stream at this, which is, I don't know what's going on. All right, I'm going to turn this off real fast just to see if I can fix this. Okay, I'm going to turn these off. I'm going to keep talking because it's like, hey, I'm still here. I promise. Video output is currently active. Okay, so I will... All right. Stream should be back. Here I am. Here is that. Let's see if YouTube likes that. Okay. I haven't quite figured this out yet, so we'll see where it goes. All right. All right, so right now I have Muhammad. I have him cut out. I have the guy on the ground cut out. I have the ring cut out. And the ring and ropes, I think, is the next thing. So this might be a little tedious. I don't know if I really have to do this, but to my estimation, I think I have to. Because if I go back to this, yeah, like the ring looks like it's separate to my eyes. So I'll go ahead and cut that out too. Be a little tedious, but it's what we have to work with. All right, so I'm gonna start cutting these out. Let's get these. So I'll be kind of going back and forth with W and for the selection tool, and then Z, so I can kind of come in, so I can come in and out. Goodness. All go ahead and see. Ooh, this is gonna be rough, ain't it? Okay. Might not be that bad. But as far as being quick, I don't know how quick I can really be for something that's this fine-tuned. But we'll do our best. Because I'm not looking for it to be perfect. That's for sure. See, the question is, it's like, do I have him connect? Or do I take it off of his body? Which I think I take it off his body. I want him totally isolated, right? Okay. I think I can live with that. Let's get this out of the way. That's annoying. Okay. How's everyone doing? Xenon, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Let's get it off his glove. Get off his leg. Yeah, this is super tedious. That's why I didn't want to mess with it. So I got kind of the easy stuff out of the way, and then I was like, yeah, I'll save that for the live stream. And now I'm like, ugh, I don't know if I should have done that. Okay, need a better selection here. See, what I can also do is the lasso tool. That'd probably be more accurate. Yeah, anyway. What are y'all working on these days? I know these 3Ds are kind of the new thing. I'm actually currently working on with an agency. Working on stuff with an agency, and we are staying away from the 3D stuff because it's not quick, as you can see from this example alone. Like, just making an image 3D can be challenging depending on what you're working with. Man, this audience is killing me. But love your content. Thank you so much. That means a lot. It really does. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the live streams going. I don't know how my schedule is gonna change here in the next few months, so I hope you guys will bear with me. Because I used to spend a lot of time making scripts. I thought that was kind of a good thing to do. Like, I want to put out good quality stuff, but for the time being, I think these live streams will just give me a little bit more freedom, and to make sure that, like, I'm still working on my skills as I do client work, and to make sure that, you know, I still want to be involved in this community. Part of this is like a celebration for 15,000 subscribers. Never thought in my wildest dreams that I would ever have something like that on YouTube. so thank y'all again for tuning in. Cause yeah, it's different. That is for sure. So now that I just did that, I'm wondering if it would have been faster if I just used the lasso tool. But here we are. I'm tempted, so I'm gonna make 2 copies of this. So I'll do Control D, or no, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Control J. Okay, so I'll say this is the bad one, and then let me try this just one more time with the lasso tool and see how far I get with it. Because I think I can keep adding on to it if I'm not mistaken. Because what I could do is take away these selections after I'm done. Right? So, like, this isn't bad, right? Because we can be pretty liberal of how it actually looks. See, that's cleaner, right? So this is going to be, I guess, rope 1. We'll just call it rope 1. Let's do Control J. Oh, I had this selected. Okay, there we go. Control J. All right, and this is rope 1. But like, I mean, what I just did is like a prime example of just trying stuff out. Like, I might have a theory on how to do something, and then I'm like, well, I could have done this rather, so I'll do that. But I mean, this kind of gives you an idea of, man, when I put something together for the course or even for a video, it takes a long time. Like, it takes a long time just so, like, I vent out all of my theories. Because that's kind of like what I was doing. So this is this is a student request from our Discord. And, you know, I have a general theory of looking at something of like, okay, maybe I can try those things. So I try to give myself the space to actually go and do that. And this is what's happening right now. Kind of meta, but yeah. So then Control J. So now this is rope 2. Rope 2. Hey, mate, just wanted to let you know your content helped me get into the YouTube business successfully. Big ups, mate. Thank you so much. Dr. X. Hello, bro. What's going on? James, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I think, man, that's awesome. Kind of tell me a little bit about your YouTube business. The business of YouTube. That's super cool, man. I'm glad the content was helpful. Yeah, I think the next video I'm going to be talking about, I've kind of teased it the past few live streams, but if I'm going to be making like YouTube videos rather than live streams, I'm not going to highly edit them like I have in the past. I just don't have the time anymore. Things are really, really tight, as you guys know, with this economy. But I'm going to be talking about the difference between motion design and video editing, because I think we as editors are blending the two, which is great to have those skill sets, but we need to be charging the correct prices, and I feel like a lot of us are not doing that. Do you check your emails? Please check it today. Okay, yeah, I do check my emails. I get a lot of spam, but yes, I will. Thank you, Dr. X. Sure, I do creative backend for creators. They wear too many hats. I pick up the work they like the least. That's awesome. I've sent you something there. Okay, sounds good, Dr. X. Okay, so I have the ropes now. I have the guy on the ground. I have Muhammad. Oh, I need to do the front row. And I'll try to cut out the background. I really don't know what to cut out from there. Because, let's go ahead and look at that example again. So, the crowd, I don't think I have to cut out the background. I just have to move the crowd. Because the background is just kind of flipping in. Ooh, okay. So there's some interesting stuff happening around here. So you can kind of see this man sway back and forth. Like there's, you know, like it's a little muddy up in that section, but there's some different types of layering, which I think we can accomplish inside of After Effects. Oh, okay, so he split it into two. All right, so this side and this side. Okay. So let's, okay, so we'll do crowd 1, crowd 2, or front row 1, front row 2. See, like this guy, he kind of just cut him out. I think he used him as like a centerpiece, but we'll see. Okay, so let me see if I can just cut this. Yeah, this is tricky. Okay, wait. Make a selection and then take this off. Okay. Go down here. I guess something like this. I'm not that confident about it, but we'll just see what it gets us. We'll see what it gets us. All right, and then Control J. So this is front row left. Left. Okay, and then I'll probably cut out this guy by himself. And then I guess I'll start it right here where these cameras are. Try and pull it over this guy. Go up Ollie's leg. Something like that. I'll try and bring in this guy. Ooh, yeah, we'll see what this brings. I really don't know what to expect. All right, so with this selection, Control J, and then let's do front row right. If you want, please check it out now on live. There's an edit video I made for you. You'll love it. Okay. Let me see if I can pull up my email without showing my email. Okay. All right. Now I'm getting YouTube stuff. All right. Doesn't look like I got an email. Yeah. Doesn't look like I got an email. And I'm checking my spam too. Okay. I guess I'll try again later. But yeah, I didn't see anything. Okay, we got the front row, left, right. Let me cut out this guy real fast. Okay. Cut out this dude. It's kind of like a circle, but we'll see where it can go. Because he kind of just cut out that guy. Let me do that then. Let me just do that and see what it gives me. Just cut out him. All right. Because what I could do is kind of put a layer behind him. Hey, just dropping by. You should try streaming on vertical for reach. Oh, hey, bro. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. Streaming on vertical, huh? I've done that on Instagram, but you're talking about vertical for YouTube? Or just vertical in general? That's interesting. Cause I've definitely done that on Instagram before. Okay. Let's make that selection, Control J, and then we'll put man white shirt. Okay. So I think this is something. All right, let's try this. We're gonna save this, save as. Go ahead and find this. I'm currently experimenting on what a CapCut view looks like on vertical orientation. Interesting. All right, student request. All right, save that. Okay. Is it frozen? There we go. Okay. All right. There's that project. Let's close that up. Let's open up After Effects. We'll get started on this. I think we have all of our elements. Kind of see where it goes from here. But I wish I could change the thumbnail that y'all see, because I think you still see the Dan Coe thing. And I don't think I can change the... Oh yeah, I can. It's right here. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna change that. What the heck? Why didn't I see that the first time? Okay, so this one is that. Student request. There we go. Done. Save. Hopefully it changes. Yeah, hopefully it changes. Dang it. I don't know how I missed that. But it's fine. Okay, let's do a new composition. Let's do something like 10 seconds. We'll have to figure out how long it actually is. So comp 1. Go ahead and bring my example, because it's always nice to have your example kind of ready to go. So I'll pull that up in this bar. Make it fit. Okay, so this is kind of what we're working with, right? See what's moving here. How interesting, right? Like it's just those ropes. So what I can do with those ropes is I'll probably do a null layer, just so they're all connected. But all of those are moving. Okay. But I mean, you see like kind of this cutout. Like it doesn't look that great, but your eyes are kind of fixated on Muhammad Ali. So that's where you can kind of cover things up. And the things that were also added were these lights here, which I think is a really nice touch. Kind of sells that look. Okay. Let me just stop it there. In and out point. Let's put that in point right there. Okay. Let's bring in our file. Photoshop. All right, then we want it as composition, editable layer styles. Click OK. And we're going to double click on that. And then now we have all of our layers, right? Perfect. Now in this comp, oh, I think I need to change this. No. Okay, I got the right thing. But if you ever need to change your comp settings, you just go to composition settings, or Control K, Command K if you're on Mac. Okay. Let's see what we need. We need Muhammad Ali. We do need the background. So get front row. Let's take that off. Let me take off the background just to make sure I get all the right stuff. Oh, I should have kept open that Photoshop layer. Okay, so there's our front row. There's the left side. White man in shirt. So that's the whole image again. We have Ali solo. What? I don't have his feet? Ah, I'm gonna have to cut him out. Oh, well, okay. I see what's happening. Okay. Respectfully, Dr. X, I'm going to check it out afterward. And I'll send you a reply back, man. All right, here's the ring. Guy on ground. Let me figure out the guy on ground. It's not that one. There he is. Muhammad Solo. Okay. And then we have rope 1, rope 2, rope 3. Okay. See, that doesn't look bad. That actually doesn't look bad at all. And then the background. So what I could do, can add blinker flashes to cameras behind Ali. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because there's like 2 up here, right, in the example. Yeah. That's cool. What is that, like lens flare? I know that there's different presets. I can't think of... Let me just find one real quick. Lens flare. Oh, it has to be on a layer. Oh, let me try this. So what if it's on like a shape layer or something? Let's do like a shape layer. Make a circle. Dang it. Do something around that. Turn off stroke. Open up fill. And I'll do like, I don't know, kind of yellowish thing. This is just me thinking. Like, well, let's see if this works. Okay, so I'll put a lens flare on this. I'll zoom in a bit. Right, so if I do something like that. Okay, that didn't do anything. So what if I actually turn off the shape layer? Blend with original. That's just changing the color. I could try it on just the background image. Let me make another background image. So if I do a lens flare, maybe I can move the flare on it. Looks like I can. So there's the flare, right? Just move it. I don't know, somewhere up there. We have different lens types. Yeah, for what it is, it's not bad. That's not bad. Obviously, we would want a different look. Maybe not so bright. But that's kind of like a rough thing that we could do if we were in a pinch. Okay. What's the next one? Let me see if I can just work out these motions. Because that's kind of like what got me excited for this, is like, oh, okay. All right, select all these. Ring only, guy on ground, Muhammad Solo. Okay. Because I'm interested on how this is going to look. If I should have filled in his legs or not. That I don't know. All right, take all these, Control V. All right, that's what we're working with. Move all these over. Okay. Because now we should have some freedom. So, you know, part of that, of just using the original image for the dimensions, because the dimensions are much bigger. Kendrick or Drake? Kendrick, bro. Yeah. What happened there? Adobe Acrobat? Interesting. Can y'all still see me? It sounds like y'all can still see me, which is good. I don't know what happened with my stream thing on YouTube, but I think it's still going. Okay. See, now YouTube is telling me no webcam. Oh, yeah, I'm totally frozen, aren't I? Okay, that's interesting. All right, let me come right back. Still frozen, huh? All right. I should be back. There I am. I don't know, man. The stream is weird sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Let's see what we can do. You guys still see me on YouTube? Dan? All right. Camera lag. Okay. I guess we're good now. Should be okay. I'll keep it on the Lumix. See if that helps at all. Put this to the side. Sorry, I'm just moving stuff around. Drake crying emoji. Now, are you for Drake? If you're for Drake, man, I don't know how you could be for Drake right now. But yeah, that whole beef, man, this stuff's crazy. All right, so all these need to be motion blur. Make them all 3D. Let me close these up. All right, let's see what we can do here. So the background is coming in. I'm gonna try and just work my way up. Oh, I need to rearrange all these, don't I? Dang it, I didn't mean to do that. There's rope, there's another rope. Because Muhammad needs to be on top for sure. Ring only. It's probably gonna be around here. Muhammad up top, okay. So ring just, I guess the ring just kind of slides in. That's what it looks like. Because a little bit of the work is being done by the camera right now. What is going on? This is a student's request. This is what is going on. And I'm just trying to mimic of what's going on here. Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think what I will do, because I think I have some space here. I do have a little bit of space. So let me just make a camera. I feel like I'm overthinking it. Because I do have a little bit of space here, right? Okay. So let me start kind of, oh, I didn't mean to tilt it. Let's make a null. Then I'm gonna match this to the null. Start moving around. Let me reset that. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so that's where I am, right? That null 3D. Motion blur. Okay, so that's kind of the top of the frame, which I think is fine. But if I scoot it over, kind of starting over here, right? We can kind of see these ropes. Now, the question I have is I could erase this part of the background, right? I could kind of erase the back row or that front row. Let me see if I can do that, because I don't know how this background's going to play with it. Okay, this needs to be much smaller. All right, I'm just erasing this. Okay. I feel like that's too soft. Oh, it's loading. Okay. I don't know. We'll see. If my computer can handle it. It says it's not responding. Let me close out a few things. Okay, I think we're back. All right, so here's my background. The ring is kind of just coming in, so we're just gonna move the camera over just a bit. Move this camera. I'm gonna start counting here though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, around 12, huh? I'll go to about the 10 mark. Let me start working on all of these coming in. Because, I mean, all the motion's kind of the same. We're having everything come in. We kind of move it a little bit over. Kind of lined up around there where the glove is. Let me come back ever so slightly. I'll have to bump up because I need a lot of space here, right? So I'll bump up this belt. Working on After Effects stuff. It can be. That is for sure. Okay. So I'm already running into a problem with having Ali there. Which might just mean I have to tweak this background. Right? Bring this down. Nah, I mean, I think it's fine, right? Yeah. Because now I feel like I don't have a background. I don't know. Because how is he getting this? Oh, there's like a big spot right here. Huh. So, I mean, in Photoshop, I could have done like generative fill. That might have hit it. All right, whatever. We'll see where we can go. All right, let me focus on Ali. Let's see what we can do. So we have this guy coming up out of the ground. So I think the easiest way, because right now we're moving on the Z axis, so it's a Z rotation. All right, we're seeing our guy come in here. Because now I see that shadow, right? Interesting. So I think I could have done more generative fill, so I don't have any, because like this looks really messy already. Because now that I look at the matte looks like it's not the original matte, right? Like this looks like an entirely different shape. So since I'm already in here, I can technically make another shape layer. I'm gonna turn on this fan. All right. let's see here. So when I move the camera out, I'm going to see if I can make a shape layer that kind of covers this up. I'll do rectangle. Let's click off. All right. Then I'm just going to do something that's off-white. Something like that. I don't really care for the texture right now. Make it 3D, and then let's just start moving it. So on our x-axis, we're going to select it. Is that 3D tool? Just going to bend it down because I want the angle to kind of be right, but I want to cover this up. See, look, we're already covering up that shadow now, which I think is fine for right now. I think it works. I just need to have it right. Okay, the angle's not right. Okay, where's the end? Okay, somewhere around there. Then I'll lift it up a bit with this transform settings. Okay. Let me see this from side. Yeah, it's still not right. Okay. Where does that put me though? I mean, I'm close. It's just not right. Cuz I need it to kind of line up right there. And then I'll move the position up just a bit. Cuz I think I need to move this down as far as the ring goes. Cuz this shape layer's on top, that's what we want. Here's the ring. We need to move the ring back. Okay. So now, where does that put us? Huh. Okay. That's gonna take some work, but I don't have the time to do all that because we already, I just like deleted 30 minutes. Okay. That's fine. Let's see if I can just get these motions down. Goodness. All right, we have the guy on the ground. Let's have him. I guess I could have him slide in here. Okay. So we're going, I don't think there's a, yeah, he's just sliding in. Okay. So there's a position and a Z parameter. So I'm using the y-axis to go down, moving him kind of under the ring. He's going to appear on top. Okay. So now I kind of need him in his default. So make those rotations. And when he gets here, it's 0. So he's flat, and then I guess I can just fill him in where he's supposed to be. Go to quarter. Okay. What does that keyframe look like? That is not what we want. So I need him to be over here. It needs to be coming out of the ring. So I need the ring on top of him. But where's it in the layer stack? Guy on ground. So the ring needs to be in front. There we go. So now he's coming out of the ring. Okay. Not exactly, but we're getting closer. Huh. So with this shape layer, right? He's coming out. See, this looks like what's closer to what's happening is that I have to make some sort of fake ring so I don't have this big silhouette of him coming out. Yeah. Because you can still see his shadow that's sitting here, but this is a fake ring right here, which I think is smart because it probably ended right here, right? Something like that. Okay. For what it is, we're going to stick with that. It's not great. It's not pretty, but we're going to stick with that. I'm going to do F9, and I'm just going to squeeze these in. Yeah, that looks awful. Straight up. All right, I'm fine with that for now. I mean, that's part of just getting one day, or what was it, 1% better? This is part of the process, man. You might have some theories of what it could be until you actually start working on it. Because now it looks like his hair is different. No, it's not. That's interesting. Anyway. All right, let's go. Let's go for the gusto for this one. We need to really get Muhammad in position. So he is springboarding himself. He's like swinging in real hard. It's like a real big overshoot. Okay. So again, we're doing the Z rotation. I'm gonna move this camera kind of closer to where he ends. But we're moving this rotation down. Another way that I could do this is I could move the anchor point. Because the anchor point looks like it could be, you know, down here. So we can technically do that too, which I think I'll do. So our anchor point, let's get an idea where it is. Yeah, so I can move it down here. Let me scoot him down with the position. Kind of line him up. I think that's about right. Okay, so now when I move that Z rotation, yeah, okay, that looks better. So we're ending there. Let's just make a keyframe. But we're starting. You know what? I think I just found out my problem with that other guy's. I probably need to move the anchor point on him too, but it's fine. All right, so Ollie's coming in. So that's all of what's happening right now. All right, he's coming in. Let me count some keyframes on here. There's Ollie. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2. So it's around like the 21. Okay, and we don't see him till like 13 frames in, which is fine. So I can technically move him, I don't know, somewhere like that. I'm just eyeballing it. I'm moving him in here. Goodness, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we counted like 21. Okay. So that's basically 1 right there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 5. So he's coming in 5 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's already like way over here. Okay. Have him coming back. And this needs to overshoot a little bit. I'm starting where 8? Trying to do math in my head. Not a great idea. Let's just bring him in a little bit like that. And then we'll end at 1. I don't think this is accurate at all, but I'm just trying to get this overshoot down because he's swinging back and forth. Hey, that's not bad. That is not bad. Let's do F9. Okay, all right. I think I'm messing with it. So in terms of the position, so this guy needs to be in front of Ollie. So the guy on the ground. So I don't actually see his thing. So you kind of have to keep in mind when you're working with these 3D layers, like the layer stack matters, also the position matters. Because right now, let's look at where the guy on the ground is. It's sitting right here, right? We have it selected. And if I hit Ollie, they're at the same spot. I need to move Ollie back a bit. So I'll do that with the Z parameter. See, now he is behind the guy on the ground. So I think this is covered up a little bit better now. Just a little bit. Man, those, okay. Because then we have to sell it, because we can see Ollie with the ropes. Okay. What's up? How's it going? It's going good. Just playing with some theories today, man. This is a student request. Okay. So really, I can just kind of scoot these around as far as the timing. And then you can play with the speeds. We got something like that. I'll just kind of scoot them in. Let me move some influence a little bit. Make these valleys a little bit more drastic. That's not bad. For what it is, that's not bad. Okay, so with the rope. So my original idea, so we have the rope what? The rope is rotating the other way. Yeah, it's coming up out of the ring. And they're all together. Oh, you know what? So, okay, so what I would do differently for pretty much all of this is that when I was in Photoshop, I should have just generated these ropes, and I should have generated this spot after cutting out Ollie. Because when you go back, like, you can see there's like a haze here. And then he really covered up, you know, around this guy in the white shirt. Because then you can see kind of the cuts of the layer. And then he just cut off someone's face right there and whoever's over here. But yeah. Yeah, so because like the ropes, you see that there's a little bit of blending going on. Like I should have done generative fill on those ropes. But, you know, that's part of why we're doing this. It's like, oh, well, I could have done that. And again, this is why it takes so long for me to like make those modules. It's because it's like I have an idea in my head, but until I start practicing it, it's like, oh man, there's a better way to do this, and I try to flush all of that out to put in the course. So it's not this, you know, me just guessing the whole time. Because I mean that's what a lot of this is that you might have an idea in your head, but you gotta try it out. All right, we'll do a null object. This I'm gonna rename this. It's gonna be the rope null. Ropes null. Because at this point, I'm really satisfied with the motion that's happening with Ollie. Like, I think I have some of that right. Hey, that happens every time. Yeah, absolutely it does. Okay, so we have rope 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need to select all these. These are all going to be nulled to that. Okay, so now this gives me the ability to move them all at once. Instead of messing with all their position layers, I can do it all with this. All right, so I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to take the nulls from Ollie. Did I put that on the individual? Yeah, I did. Okay, which is fine. So I can just do this. And then I'll just modify. This might not be a good idea, but whatever. Control V. So now, yeah, I don't think that was a good idea. So the ropes are pretty much doing exactly what Ollie's doing, which is not what we want. Okay. Because in the example, it's coming from the bottom, right? So I'll just shift it like that. And it overshoots back and forth just a little bit. Oh yeah, like a few times. All right. I'm gonna use these as guides, and I'm just gonna try it. We'll see what comes of it. All right, so we're coming up, and we're going to overshoot. We're gonna overshoot something like that. We'll come back down, overshoot this as well. Okay. One more, overshoot. This is really rough stuff, guys. I'm not trying to go for... I'm just trying to see, like, okay, like what is working here? All right, same thing. Do F9. And I'm just gonna move some of these influences just a little bit. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, didn't mean to do that. All right, close these up. See where we're at. Okay, let's do fit. Let's move this work area to somewhere around here. All right, I'm gonna render this out. Okay, yeah. So in this case, kind of the same thing that we did earlier. So the ropes are already behind Ollie, which I think is good. So in terms of where they are on the actual, like what we're seeing on screen, let's move them backward. So we'll go into position, and we'll just move it backward a little bit. It's behind Ollie. All right, I cleans it up a little bit. And I think the same thing that I would have done with the ropes. That is so goofy. But same thing that I would have done with the ropes is with Ollie's legs. I think I would have finished out his legs. So right now they're being cut up because I have these rows. So I'm gonna move these rows back a bit, and the man in the white shirt. Because right now they're sitting right here. I just need it to be behind Ollie. There we go. And now we can kind of see his legs. Okay, let me see. I think the last thing I'll mess with here is the camera itself. This style is really good for NBA videos and sports overall. Try to level to turn whiteness down. Try level to turn whiteness down. Level on what? On like the whole image? Or what are you trying to say, Vic? The ropes. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, that's actually a good idea. Yeah, they're pretty bright on the example. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, so we have him coming in. See, like, even the camera work, like, I think he filled in his legs. Yeah, yeah, he definitely filled in his leg. Because the original image, like, I have it cut out. And, like, you know, like, there's a, you know, his legs got this giant thing. Yeah, I'm starting to get more ideas of what this is. So I would fill out, I don't know if you can see his foot, because it kind of disappears here, but it could just be behind this layer. All right, so let's see how far that I can move in as far as the camera. I think I'm just going to mess with the camera to finish this up. All right, so we're moving from the left. Good gracious. Yeah, I think my movements are a little crazy, but it's fine. So we're kind of dollying forward, and we're looking up. And then we're just almost, yeah, we're still moving forward the whole time. Okay. That's cool, though. Really cool look. So I'm dollying forward. Let's keep going forward. I'm going to tilt this up. I'm going to use the actual camera for that. So in this case, I need the Y parameter. All right, tilting up a bit. Okay. So right now we're sitting here. Let me scoot this out. It's also kind of to the side, because he's kind of angled here. Okay, so I can move that X position. Maybe not that much. Something like that looks a little bit more accurate. Okay, let me stretch this out. How long is this? It's about 6 seconds. So I have some time to play with here. I feel like I'm moving it too fast. I just make a marker over here. Something like that. Okay, so I'm moving forward. I'm gonna start tilting here. So as we come in, we're moving forward. The background's kind of out. Yeah, a lot of this is just tweaking. Alright, so we're moving our camera forward. And at the same time, I'm going to play with the position as far as what we're seeing. So we're starting. Let's just make a keyframe. As we come forward, let's just make a stop here, and then we're going to keep coming forward. And then I think I'm just going to modify. So we're going to keep coming forward, and we're going to move to the left. And we're going to move to the left somewhere around there. And then now I'm going to take the angle and just kind of shift it. Okay. And then I'm also going to move the camera. Is it up more? Yeah. So I'm going to move the camera up. I'm going to tilt it up. Okay. Let me change these keyframes. Scoot it over. It's kind of centered. All right. We'll see what that looks like. You see these keyframes? Do F9. They selected. Let's see what that looks like. It's gonna look weird with linear ones. Okay. Interesting. Say the least. Okay, so on this one, I know it's a pretty heavy. I'll just move that influence to see what it looks like. That's not bad. Yeah, movement needs to happen faster on that one. Yeah, it's a little bit less gradual, but I mean, that's a really that's a really rough way to do it. But yeah, even his shoe is under the mat. That's interesting. Like, you can be pretty liberal with this type of look. Like, you can just kind of see the cutouts where they are. But yeah, a lot of it is tweaking the speed, kind of the motion itself on these layers, and then getting an idea of where they're going to stack up. So I think I'm going to make a note for myself. So I'm going to be recreating the ropes, Ollie's legs for sure, the mat, like the ring mat, ropes, and then what's modified here? 3D, still on 3D reels, I see. Yeah, Chubbs. Yeah, this was a student request. Make the motion blur 360 from the composition settings. I mean, yeah, I can do that. I'm not trying to go for exact. I'm just trying to see how many things that I can get in this hour. because, I mean, we're already at an hour, and I need to move to the Bart VFX stuff. Okay. But I do have an idea here. Oh, in the background. I need to fill in a lot with the background. I think what's going to trip me up the next time I do this is this section with the audience. I think that one is going to be pretty tricky. Because now that I look at it, the original image, if I go back, let me show you the original image. Is it over here? Yeah, here's the original image, right? Move that over. So, like, these guys look pretty close in the original. I should have moved them back a bit. Because, like, they're on the mat, but here it kind of looks like they're off the mat. Like, the camera's still sitting there, but I need to create an artificial ring here. Really, really clever, though, right? Super cool. Anyway. This one might have been sorry. This one might have been easier to make. Because this has him moving. You know, his feet are kind of going through it, which is fine. But we have that puppet tool working on his arms. And the camera's just coming in, dollying back out. And we have some bubbles. Pretty cool. Anyway, I mean, that's all the time I have for this one. I'm going to stop the stream, and then I'm going to make a new stream. And I'm going to try and do some Bart VFX stuff. I think I understand some of his elements. So, yeah. I'm just going to go on his page, and we'll try and pick some things that we can actually do fairly quickly. But yeah, this was a really good one. This is by K Jams that requested this. This one's going to take a little bit of work, but I think I know what I'm going to do next time go around. So, all right. I have a thing to make a scene more dynamic by adding a zoom in of 100 or 120 or more. Yeah. Okay, cool. Sounds good, y'all. All right. I'll be gone for like 2 minutes, and I'm gonna stop this stream, and then I'll be right back, and we'll start on Bart VFX. See you in a second.